Thanks for taking care of my mother all these years. Now that her funeral is all wrapped up, I don't think there's anything left for you to do as a daughter-in-law. So could you please move out of the house by the end of the month? Thanks. Huh? What are you talking about? You didn't think that you could keep living in our house, did you? I thought that the estate settlement had just started. I haven't talked to Sean about anything related to that yet. The funeral was just yesterday. You haven't even talked to Sean. Our father has been dead for 15 years, so it stands to reason that I would inherit the house as the eldest child. Well, if Sean is okay with that, then I certainly don't have any objections. Can you ask him about it now? He hasn't come home from work yet. He's got overtime today. If he's not even going to be there half the day, wouldn't it be a waste for him to inherit the house anyway? I'm sure he'd say that I should have it. Even if he did say that, we've been living in this house for a long time, so it would be a little difficult to leave so quickly. We'd need to pack all our stuff and find a new place to live. That's your problem, not mine. Maybe you shouldn't have gotten so comfortable. Did you really think that the house belonged to you two just because you'd been living in it for 7 years? That's not what I'm saying. Now that Mom's gone, could worthless outsiders like you please stop getting in my family's way? You think I'm a worthless outsider? What else could you be? Did you really think that you were counted as a member of our family? Of course I did. That's why I took care of your mother for 7 years. Because we were family. Well, we're not. Though I can't say that I didn't benefit from your mistake. You're always going out wearing ragged old clothes, and you can't be bothered to use any makeup or even get a proper haircut. Forget being your family. I don't even want to be seen with you. I was doing full-time work as a caregiver all by myself. Shopping for new clothes, getting my hair done. Do you really think I had time for trivial things like that? Are you trying to say that Sean and I are the bad guys since we weren't taking care of Mom with you? No, I'm not trying to make you look bad. Well, it's not like you had a job, and you've never been much to look at, so it made sense for you to be the one to stay home and take care of Mom. Don't act like your sloppy appearance was some kind of noble sacrifice. You've been third-rate from the beginning. Why are you being so mean to me? It's not like you couldn't keep your appearance while taking care of Mom anyway. Plenty of other women seem to be able to do the same without any trouble. For example, have you seen Mary Freeman, who lives down the street? I've talked to Mary, and she says she isn't doing the caregiving all by herself. She apparently gets lots of help from both her husband and his older sister. Exactly. She's in the same situation as you, and yet the difference is like night and day. Wait, the same situation? Since when were you helping me? I came by to visit Mom, didn't I? If by visit you mean that you'd stop in for 5 minutes, say hi to your mother, rummage around in the fridge, and then leave, then yeah, I guess you did. I mostly remember that the food I had delivered from the local co-op would mysteriously disappear whenever you came by. See, I helped out a lot. I brightened Mom's day and I even cleaned up the fridge. I think I did a great job. You're joking, aren't you? Of course not. Why would you think otherwise? All I'm saying is that I find it hard to believe that you didn't have time to take care of your appearance, even though I was helping you out with Mom. I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to argue with you. It's not as if a robot like you has the right to argue anyway. Robot? You're basically just a housekeeping robot. That's how my mother thought of you as well. Did she really say that about me? She didn't say it out loud, but as her daughter, I could tell that's what she thought. We were on the same wavelength. I see. But you really are overstepping your place as a daughter-in-law. Your job as caregiver is done, and yet you're still living in my family's house. That's some nerve you've got. I'm not trying to take over the house or anything. Since Donna died, everything has happened so fast. I've barely been able to keep up. My head is still spinning. That's fine. Your head can keep spinning for all I care. Just hurry up and get out of the house. First, I need to talk to Sean, okay? This affects both of us. The two of you can discuss whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just know that I'll be inheriting the house. You'd better be out by next month. All your stuff needs to be gone and the house needs to be clean. My name is Rachel. I am 35 years old. My parents died in a car accident when I was very young. I was raised in foster care. After being passed from family to family for most of my childhood, as soon as I graduated high school, I moved out on my own and started earning my own living. About 10 years ago, I married Sean, who I met at work. He is 2 years younger than me. Even after we got married, I kept working. We tried our best to save money however we could. Our dream was to build a house one day. However, 7 years ago, my mother-in-law got sick and could no longer take care of herself. We couldn't afford to put her in assisted living, so instead we moved into her house and I became her full-time caregiver. My husband has a very independent older sister named Crystal. She said that she was too busy to help with taking care of her mother, and argued that it made more sense for me to do it since Sean could support us. Sean was in favor of this plan, so I quit my job and began taking care of my mother-in-law, Donna. When we first got married, Donna would say mean things to me and make snide remarks about how I was older than my husband. I was a little worried when we first moved in with her. But after I started taking care of her, I think we were able to build a good relationship. Neither my husband nor Crystal helped take care of their mother. I wouldn't have had time to complain even if I wanted to. Taking care of Donna consumed my every day. It seemed to last forever. And yet, looking back, time passed so quickly. After 7 years of fighting her illness, Donna passed on. But not a minute after she breathed her last, I got that text message from Crystal. Of course, I immediately discussed what she said to me with my husband. But to my dismay, his reaction was completely the opposite of what I would have expected. There's something I want to discuss with you about your sister. I already talked to her. You don't have to explain anything to me. Just do what she said and hurry up and move out of that house. Huh? We discussed the inheritance already and decided that she's getting the house and land, but I'm getting the money. It's already decided? Just like that? Why didn't you ask for my opinion? What does your opinion matter? You're not a part of our family. You don't get a say in the inheritance. This doesn't have anything to do with you. I'm your wife! How am I not a part of the family? Give me a break. I haven't thought of you as my wife or even as a woman for years now. What do you mean? Is that some kind of joke? Nobody would want someone who looks like you as their wife. You look like some old woman we picked up off the side of the road. That's awful. How can you even say something like that to me? Sorry to break it to you, but it's the truth. You need to get out of that house and start looking for your own place to live pronto. My own place? Do you mean that you won't be coming with me? Of course I'm not. Who would want to live with an old hag like you? Is there some other young, beautiful woman who you're going to go live with instead? Oh, so you already know about that? Sometimes I'd smell something like a woman's perfume on your business suits. But I believed in you and trusted that you weren't seeing someone else. Sorry that your belief in me was all in vain. Anyway, I'll be divorcing you immediately. How can you say that like it means nothing to you? Well, it's true that getting a divorce the minute that your parent drops dead does look a little bad. So I was originally planning on waiting a couple of months or so before the divorce. But if you already know about my affair, then we might as well get it over with now. So you're not just betraying me with another woman, but you kept me around all this time just so I could take care of your mother? And now that she's dead, you're throwing me away. Just how terrible of a person can you be? You can say whatever you want about me. It doesn't matter. You've just been a housewife for all these years. You don't have enough money to hire a lawyer and contest anything. There is nothing you can do to me. If that's your attitude about me, then I won't hesitate to leave. Great, that's perfect. I went ahead and put the paperwork for the divorce in the living room, so could you go ahead and fill it out? I'll submit it later. Fine. Starting today, I'll be living with my girlfriend. But just because I'm not around doesn't mean that you can keep living in that house. You better be out of there by the end of the month, just like my sister said. I have no intention of staying any longer than it takes to move out. Oh, and you better clean the place up before you leave. If it's not to my sister's liking, then you'll be hearing it from me. What did you do? What could you be talking about? Today I was supposed to move into my mother's old place, but the house is gone. Oh, well, you see, I was just doing what you asked me to. You wanted me to clean everything, right? So I cleaned up the house and made it a perfect empty lot. I hope you like it. What? When did we tell you to do that? You did ask me to clean everything up, didn't you? We meant that you needed to clean the inside of the house, you idiot! Not remove the whole house from the lot! Oh my, really? I must have misunderstood you. You. Is this how you try to get back at us for making you leave? We won't forgive you for this. Oh, it's fine, don't worry. I don't need you to forgive me. That's not the point. Tearing down someone else's house without their permission is destruction of property, and it's against the law. We'll be taking you to court. I think you might be mistaken. That was my house. What are you trying to pull this late in the game? We already told you that you're not a member of our family. That's right. I'm not a member of your family, you idiot. My only family is my late mother-in-law. Huh? Just as it was written in her will, I officially inherited both the house and the land. Her will? You inherited? What are you talking about? We haven't heard anything about that. Where should I start? I believe it was the day after you two told me to get out of the house. Your Aunt Nancy came by to visit. She had a lawyer with her. Aunt Nancy came by the house? Doesn't she live in Minnesota? And what do you mean, a lawyer? I actually didn't know about this either. But apparently, while your mother was still alive, she called up Nancy and asked her to help her write a will. Together, they wrote out a formal last will and testament. Ugh, a formal will? What a pain. But that does sound like something Mom would do. She always had to get every little thing just right. No, wait, Crystal! This is actually a good thing! If there's a will, then we've got more proof of the crime. At this rate, Rachel will be serving jail time. Oh, that's true! Mom must have divided the inheritance between me and Sean, after all. This way we can prove that Rachel has no right to the property. Do you not remember what I said just a few minutes ago? Are you just ignoring me, or are you really that stupid? What did you say? I believe I already told you that I officially inherited both the house and the land. Did you forget? Your mother wrote in the will that I bequeath everything I own to Rachel. What? There's no way she wrote that. That's right. You're not even our family. When you two say family, exactly what are you talking about? What does that word mean to you? Huh? Taking your mother to the hospital, preparing meals for her, changing her diaper. The one who did all of that was me. Neither of you did anything to take care of your mother while she was sick for the last 7 years. She was suffering, but you didn't even lift a finger. We were both working. Of course we didn't have time for elder care. I'm sure you were busy. But Sean, you were even living in the same house as your mother. Yet you never spent any time with her. You wouldn't even come by her room to say hi. All you did was tell me not to slack off. Do you count that as helping? That just shows how bad it was at work. I didn't even have time to say hello to my own mother. I don't want to hear that from someone who somehow still had time to see another woman on the side. I had to really work to make time to see her in my few spare moments. And you didn't even think to spare 1 second out of those few spare moments for your poor mother? Well... Hey now, I actually went and visited Mom. You were there. You saw me. Oh, I saw you all right. I saw you visiting with your mom at record speed and then raiding our pantry and fridge for food before leaving mere minutes after you came in. Don't even try saying anything to make yourself look high and mighty after behaving like that. You need to shut up! While I was taking care of your mother for those 7 years, we spent a lot of time together. We watched TV, we knitted, we chatted. We really got to know each other. No way. That's gotta be a lie. As soon as we got married, my mom was making all kinds of snide comments about you. You always hated her. As soon as I started taking care of her, she apologized for all that. She never once said anything mean after that, and we were on good terms the entire time I took care of her. She even started treating me as a friend. Just because you spent a mere 7 years together? What are you trying to say? Sean and I spent decades with her as her precious children. We were with her our entire lives. It wasn't just any 7 years. It was her last 7 years. Huh? I worked hard to make sure that the last years of her life would be as enjoyable and comfortable as possible. What about you two? Did you do anything for her? Anything at all? Well, I asked you both countless times to make some time for her, didn't I? I told you she just wants to see her children. I told you even just chatting about the weather or whatever would make her happy, so please spend some time with her. I asked you over and over, but neither of you listened to what I had to say. I'm telling you, it was my job's fault. Shut up. Huh? Do you know why I asked you so persistently to talk to your mother? Do you understand why I was so insistent about it? It's because the only thing she ever talked about was memories she had from when you two were kids. Sean sure was a crybaby and Crystal was always so sassy. They were so cute, blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. She looked so happy when she shared those stories with me. I need you two to listen to me for once because this is important. She loved both of you with all her heart. To her, you are the most precious people in the whole world. And now that you two are so grown up, she'd say you didn't even spare her the time of day. Mom. But despite that, even now you're still making excuses, saying that work was too busy and all that. I hope you eat those words. Oof. Consider her feelings for once. She was a mother who loved her children, but they wouldn't even look her way in return. She poured her heart and soul into raising them, but they wouldn't come visit during her time of need. Can you still honestly make those excuses? Well, no more beating around the bush. Tell me the truth. Was work really so busy that you couldn't talk to your mother? Really, the truth was, taking care of Mom and stuff was too much of a pain. I didn't want to deal with it. There it is. Thank you for finally being honest. I'm sorry. Hang on! Sean, stop! You're falling for her trap! This is the woman who is trying to steal our inheritance. She's a piece of trash who's not even a member of our family. Don't let her try to guilt trip you. She's the real criminal. My original intent was actually to turn down the inheritance. Your mother's gratitude meant a lot to me, but I didn't think it would be appropriate to accept such a thing in place of her real children. If that's true, then why did you end up taking it, you thief? Nancy showed me the photo that your mother kept inside her wallet. It was a picture from spring a few years ago. In the window, you could see a clear blue sky and the cherry tree in the front yard in full bloom. It's a photograph that I took of the two of us in her room. What's that supposed to mean? On the back, a photo with my daughter was written in her handwriting. What? It made me so happy. We spent all those years together, and in return, she thought of me as her real daughter. During our time in that house, at least, she thought of me not just as an in-law, but as her real family. That's why I decided to accept the inheritance after all. If she accepted me as a daughter, then I would gladly accept her as a mother. And as such, I wanted to respect her wishes and take the inheritance because she was my family. So are you trying to say that my mother rejected me? Her real daughter? Do you still not understand the position you're in? Make no mistake. You're the ones who rejected her, not the other way around. You don't have to say it like that. Our mother left me a letter along with her will. What she wrote also led me to accept the inheritance. She even left you a letter when she didn't leave anything for me or Sean? That doesn't even make sense. Tell us the truth. The will, that sob story you just made up. It's all lies, isn't it? You're just trying to get revenge and steal our inheritance. I see you're still in denial.
Crystal, stop. You need to give it up.
You need to shut your mouth! You're just a gullible idiot! Do you really believe her?
I'm telling you, cut it out! Deep down, you know that Rachel isn't lying. I know you do.
Shut up! Are you really okay with this? We don't get anything, not even a cent of the inheritance. I don't know about you, but I've been counting on getting my share. I plan my finances around inheriting that house and the land that it's on.
It sucks for me too, but that's just the way it has to be. Rachel is right. The two of us rejected Mom a long time ago. We didn't love and respect her, so we don't deserve to receive anything. It's shameful, but it's true.
Sean.
I used to spend lots of time with Mom. We'd watch TV, talk, and laugh. We weren't saying anything that mattered, but those are happy memories. If Rachel was doing the same thing for her all these years later, then I should have been there too. But now it's too late. Crystal, surely you feel the same way. Don't you have happy memories with Mom too?
Of course I do. When I was little, Mom taught me to knit. I was terrible at first, but she was a good teacher. One year we made so many scarves we didn't know what to do with them all. Even after I had long since given up the hobby, she would make me a new sweater in my favorite color every Christmas. Do you think she still wanted to knit with me? After all this time? I don't want to make Mom sad anymore. She may have passed on, but I want to honor her memory in a way that would make her happy.
I do too. I want her to smile the way that she used to. Rachel, I'm sorry.
You can apologize to me now, but it won't bring your mother back. I'm sorry, but she's gone. Also, I can't just forgive you for taking advantage of me or for having an affair.
I understand. And if you're asking for any money from me as a part of the divorce, I will pay it without complaint.
I see. Somehow, at the very last moment, it feels like you're finally beginning to understand me.
Yeah. Crystal, what about you? Surely you understand and are fine with everything.
Yes, I'm very sorry. Rachel, I'm sorry for forcing you into that difficult situation for 7 years. You suffered all by yourself because of my selfishness. What are you saying? I wasn't suffering. I was happy for those 7 years. You don't have to downplay what you went through. You can be honest with us. Do you think I would downplay anything after all this? I'm not lying. I really was happy. When I read the letter that your mother left for me, that's what I thought from the bottom of my heart.
I see.
I'm glad to hear that Mom's last words could make you so happy. I wish we could read that letter too, but we don't have any right to if it was written for you. If you've really changed your heart, then I think that the best thing you can do is visit your mother's grave and bring her some flowers every once in a while. I'm sure she would appreciate that. You know, she always kept a vase of flowers in the house. From now on, I'll be sure to visit her like I should have been doing when she was alive. I'd talk to her too, but I don't know if she'd be able to hear me. Rachel, I can't apologize enough for all this. I am truly sorry. And thank you. Both for taking care of Mom and for helping us realize what we did wrong. I'm glad you were able to realize where you went wrong. I only wish I had been able to get through to you sooner. I don't know if I'll see either of you ever again, but please, always remember your mother fondly, okay? Goodbye. I am so glad that you became a member of my family. When you first married my son, I said horrible things to you just because I thought that my son's wife should be younger than him. Such an old-fashioned idea. I am so sorry for the way I treated you back then. I remember making this same apology back when you first started taking care of me. You told me, "Oh, that was so long ago I had forgotten all about it," and smiled at me as if nothing had ever happened. The fact that you accepted me without harboring a grudge was such a blessing. Your selfless attitude is truly admirable. While I've been sick, Sean and Crystal have never really come by to see me, have they? Despite that, you always kept me from getting too lonely. You'd watch daytime TV with me,
chat and argue with me about whatever nonsense I was on about that day. And you even learned to knit for me. You hadn't ever tried handicrafts before, but you worked hard and were even able to make me a pair of gloves. I had so much fun spending time with you and enjoying the little things in life. Every day there was something to look forward to, however small. The fact that I've been able to live out these last years of my life so comfortably and peacefully is all thanks to you, Rachel. I can't express in words just how grateful I am to you. And while you were working so hard, my children caused nothing but trouble for you. I'm very sorry about that. If you're reading this letter, then I am sure you've heard from Nancy already, but I'm bequeathing all of my possessions to you. Not only is the inheritance a gift to you, but as a mother, I feel that Sean and Crystal are in need of one last scolding. So please don't hesitate to accept it. This is for their sake as well as yours. I hope you know that you are and always will be my irreplaceable daughter. The gloves that you made for me that have 6 fingers will always be my treasure. I'm sure there will be hard times ahead, but from now on, please live a happy life for yourself. This is my parting wish for you. Thank you for everything. Love, Mom.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.